This morning I would like to announce a new process for credit unions to participate in the selection of the NCUA Board. It's a process that will focus on cooperative principles, one that will demonstrate the importance of the democratic process through a petition. That petition will be filed at WhiteHouse.gov and, in fact, has been filed and is live today. That petition, the wording of which is in the handout, will request that the President nominate candidates to the NCUA Board that will follow cooperative principles once they assume office. Now, a petition is a way, in my view, to open up the process, to make the views of those who are interested more visible, and ultimately to make NCUA more accountable and the leaders of NCUA more accountable for the decisions they make and the direction they take the agency in the 21st century. This is, in my view, one of the most critical things credit unions can do to influence NCUA going forward. So the first word is, let's change the process by signing the petition. If we can get the grassroots involved in this, that will increase not only the visibility and importance of the appointments, it will demonstrate once again how credit unions, cooperatives are different from other financial services organizations. Now, a petition without candidates would be just another petition and rely on the incumbent people to do whatever they do. So the second part of the announcement this morning is I will be a candidate for the NCUA Board. I believe that this process is one that can change the tone. I believe it should raise other people's opportunities who believe in the cooperative principles and have wondered, well, how do we get those out in front of people in a way that I can get support? And so the first thing I'm asking you is sign the petition. The second thing, let's make the process open and visible, and I plan to mount a public campaign so that my views and where I think the agency can be more responsive and a stronger agency for a stronger credit union system can be improved. Now, one of the initial publications in describing those ideas is in the Callahan report, which you have. There are a number of different reasons for that, and I would be glad to elaborate upon those. Let me continue just a second. I think a public campaign is very important versus the more traditional process behind closed doors where the candidates come out where we don't know what they would think, how they would act, and then we're sometimes disappointed by the inability to seemingly get that alignment between what credit unions need to do and what the agency is in fact doing. My campaign will be based on three goals. Number one, as I said, to put cooperative principles at the center of how the decisions should be made by people who want to lead the agency, and therefore we hope at the center of the agency's decisions. Secondly, and I think this is critical, is to provide every credit union stakeholder, whether that's a member, whether that's a professional who's making a career, volunteers, credit union organizations, an opportunity to participate in the process. And you can do that by signing the petition and getting others to sign the petition. I would hope that credit union leaders, whether they're within credit unions, within CUSOs, within trade associations, would urge all of their members to also get involved and sign the petition. Let's open up the process. The third part of my campaign then will be a framework or a vision for how a cooperative regulator should perform in the 21st century. Those of you that follow the announcements we've made, you know that we have already published our views of the fourth quarter events in a trend watch 10 days ago. If you look at that, you can see credit unions are in the midst of a resurgence, a financial resurgence that's not unlike the resurgence that occurred in 1980 to 82 when the whole country was coming out of an economic recession that had both double-digit unemployment, double-digit inflation. I believe that NCUA's regulatory activities have inhibited credit unions' ability to respond to the needs this country has and that our members have for mortgage refinancing, for student for providing student loans, for providing low-cost transportation and community development work, particularly in the small business area. So today, the process is out of view. We don't know what the administration's intentions are when they announce an appointment. 2 NCUA board seats are open this year, one now and one in August. President Obama states that he wanted to change the way Washington works. The White House petition is one of the ways that the White House itself put the ability of citizens to influence public process out in the open. That's the reason for the petition. This is what the White House has asked. In order to get a response from the White House, it requires 100,000 signatures. And then there is a formal response that the White House will post. Can you imagine the impact that would have with the White House responding to the petition, which starts out, choose NCUA leaders who understand cooperative principles. That's the headline. And then the cooperative principles are listed in the petition. So I ask all of you that believe in cooperatives as a distinct and critical way to provide critical and important opportunities for members to achieve what this president called the grand bargain, the basic bargain of being able to reach financial self-sufficiency, participate in this petition campaign, and then I would hope to add to your excitement with ideas about how this alignment that is missing today can be achieved.